Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
44, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw again. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And now another one thrown incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. Watch the shift.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
Tight dog. Hey,
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away And incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Here we go. Set. 50. Mike.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. 51 to Mike. 50.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Winston. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, he'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to throw now on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Royce Freeman, 76 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back to throw again.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as you're running.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
Yeah, he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And it'll move the chains.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out?
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Push him back. Big Dan. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Rager there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll drop to throw.
And quickly finding Rager. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now here's Pollard.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Tony Pollard
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Broncos about set to go on offense.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
44's the mic. 44's mic.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jameis now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
44. Time to go. Night. 44's the mic. 44's mic.
From the gun, Winston. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To the air again with Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, Winston steps away. He may try and run for this. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Not today,
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, he will push his way down to about the 14. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Well,